Hi, this is Terry. I've lost 180 pounds on a meat-focused, low-carb diet. I've managed to maintain since 2022. Stick around because I never know what adventure I'm on. Hey there, it is brunch time. Actually, it's 11 o'clock, so I did good waiting. Actually, I had a meeting and then I distracted myself by going across the hall and talking to my team. That helps me distract myself somewhat. What I have is the sirloin from yesterday. And then I brought a salad. I like this size. I like this size of a salad container. It helps keep my salad under control. And for my dressing, this is it's a mixture of the Walden Farms Thousand Island and Jehu's Polynesian, and then I put just about a tablespoon of the no sugar added pickle juice, the sweet pickle juice. So I put just a little bit of that in there to kind of thin it out. Anyway, so we have to talk. I wasn't ready to tell you about it yesterday, but I relapsed. Sunday. Actually started Saturday night. Hang on just a second. Okay, so Saturday night I knew that I was not going to go to Mom's on Sunday. And so I wanted to go pick up a steak, something to eat, and that's whenever I went to Aldi. And that's whenever I picked up those Italian meatballs, the pork meatballs, not a problem. I picked up the meat, the beef, then I also picked up some mushrooms. Well, what I didn't show you, I also picked up a can of mixed nuts. In my head, I mean, you can make anything. You can enable yourself to do anything, and you can make anything sound logical. In my head, I was like, well, I can have this because it's Sunday, and I usually have nuts at Mom's on Sunday. So I can have this, and that'll be just fine. A whole can of mixed nuts. So, now hang on. I want to see if my steak... I'll get to my story. I want to see if my steak is salted. I don't think it is. Oh, Lord, no. Let me get some salt on here. And I'm going to put a little bit of my Creole seasoning on there. That's some bland stuff. Let me try another bite. I know I'm drawing this out. I'm sorry. Hang on. I got to know. Okay, better. Okay, so I got the nuts Saturday night. And like I said, you can make anything sound logical if you want it bad enough. I am naturally an enabler for other people. So I can enable for myself too. And so either way, so Sunday, it was after I had got done all the cleaning. And I'm like, I'm just going to have a few nuts. So I did. And then, well, I'm going to take the nuts from the kitchen to the living room. And I did. And then I'm just going to eat out all the almonds and the hazelnuts because I like the peanuts and the pecans and the cashews the most. So I'm going to eat out the ones that I don't like. And then that way, another day, I can just have peanuts and cashews and pecans. So that then it was probably about, I don't know, I'll say it was about a third of the way down. And this was salted, so it was just so salty. At the end of eating all these, the roof of my mouth and the back of my tongue was so raw and sore. Anyway, I'm like, well, I'll just have a handful of the ones that are left, which is the pecans, cashews, and pecans, because I went to all that hard work. So I had a handful, and then another handful. By the end of it, I probably had about 2/3 of that can. It was because it was the deluxe nuts, but I guess it was like that size can, kind of like the kind at Mom's house, except it was the Aldi brand. And so by the time I was done, I had about 2/3 of that can gone. It has been so long since I've done like that kind of a binge. And honestly, it was not even setting off the dopamine receptors that I used to get when I would binge. At that stage, it was just habit and compulsiveness that would kicked in. And so so anyway, like I said, there was about 1/3 of the can left, and I'm like, stop. So I took and gave a little bit to each of the dogs, and then I poured the other 1/3 of the can in the trash can. And yeah, so I had a binge this weekend, and I can't explain it. I mean, it is what it is. And so, yeah, so I mean, I'm not like brokenhearted. The scale is up like almost 3 pounds. It's up today, which, duh, yeah, of course it is. That many calories and that much salt. Yeah. Hang on, I'm going to take another bite. So, on top of for supper, I had 4 little meatballs, and then I had, I think, 3 mushrooms, and then some of my cucumber salad that I made. So, yeah, so that's what happened. I had a binge last night. Like I said, I'm thankful that I stopped it when I did, but in theory, it shouldn't have happened to begin with. But I wanted you all to know because, you know, I tell you guys all the time, we think that, oh, if we can just get the weight off, life is going to be great. It's definitely good. There's things like cleaning my house. 340-pound Terri could not have done what I have been doing. I could not have stood up all that long. I couldn't have gone up and down those stairs so long. I would not have had the stamina to get all this done that I've been doing. So it's not even, there's definitely benefits. So I don't mean that. But what I am saying is that the things that the demons and the reasons that caused us to gain the weight in the first place are always there. So for whatever reason, I decided to reward myself with some mixed nuts, and that was very dumb. And hang on, I see something I want to, oh, it's built that way. It was very dumb, and because of that, that's the first binge that I've had in 5 years. So longer than 2019. I'm just going to say since 2019. So anyway, I just want to come clean and tell you guys about it so that way you are aware of what happened. I definitely did not do good. But that's that, like I tell you guys, you do it, you own it, and you go forward. So I did it. This is me talking about it and owning it. And now today I've got meat and veggies. And so, yeah, so that's just what we have to do. If we do something boneheaded, we own it, accept it, admit it to ourselves. Because, for me to go around and be like, oh, guys, it was just a great weekend, blah, blah, blah. If I were to go ahead and lie and not tell you all things, or because lying to you all is as bad as lying to myself, because if I'm denying it out loud, then I'm denying it up here. So I have to own it. So, that's just how we have to do. We have to own our mistakes. Otherwise, we'll just keep making the same ones over and over. We have to own it and be like, yeah, that was dumb. All right, so move forward. So we don't wallow in it anymore. We used to want to wallow in our mistakes and beat ourselves up for those mistakes, and then keep doing the things that the mistakes that we made, and then set ourselves back. Well, that's not what we're about anymore. So anyway, I just wanted you to know that I did something really dumb yesterday, and it was an unplanned event. Thursday is going to be a planned, not so great day. So just know that ahead of time. It's going to be a planned, not so great day, but it's going to be what it's going to be. And yeah, so I just have to make sure that I don't wallow in it and continue those things. So, all right, well, I'm going to eat because I've been talking so long. My meat's going to get cold. It's going to get as cold as my salad. All right, I love you guys. And like I said, I just want to make sure that I'm honest with you, and we can all be on the same page, and you know what I did. So, all right, I'll see you later. Bye. So one of my pups is sick, but I have no clue who it was. I went home because I had an alert, and some packages arrived to my house today, and so I went home to take them inside while I was on lunch, and I got home and there was 2 watery places of bowel movement and 1 place of, so I don't know who's sick, but I just left the dog door open, so there's like a bunch of little wet spots that look like maybe drool. I checked and it wasn't like water, it wasn't like urine or poop, it was just like clear water droplets. Like I said, in the past when Sammy's eaten something really bad, he will drool. Like the other night, he just had this drool just coming out of his mouth, and I gave him a couple Benadryl and a Pepto tablet. But that was like 2-3 nights ago. So I don't know who is sick. Baxter's been on antibiotics, so it could be that. I have no idea. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm so thankful that I went home at lunch, because I can't imagine how much and what could be there if I didn't go home and leave the dog door open. So I've already warned the neighbors on each side of me that the dog door will probably be open again tomorrow, because I don't want to come home to that again. And they feel bad whenever they do it. I don't know which one did it, because by the time I got to it, it was over and done with. And so I know they don't want to do it in the house, since that's not what they're supposed to do. So I don't want them to have to do it. So anyway, yeah, that's what I know. So one of my babies is sick. So, but yeah, so I just ordered, there was on Black Friday, they had a bunch of things that I had already wanted. And so when they had the deals, I was like, yes, 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 yes. So anyway, but I will see you tonight. Bye. Doggies, I came home to a whole bunch of boxes and from Amazon. So, Friday was their flash Black Friday sale, which means they'll probably have better deals this week, but whatever. So my packages today, I had ordered, for my bedspread, I just use this blanket that I found on Amazon. It was $20, and I really like it. Or I think it was like $25, and they had a sale on it. And it's just a microfiber soft blanket. As when you have dogs get up and down, and if they drool in your bed or whatever, you need something that you can take off. Speaking of, I got a girl. I'm rubbing her little ears. She's a good girl, aren't you, Mama Dog? Oh, she's looking at me like, will you just stop talking and rub? Anyway, so one of them was the blanket. I'll just call it a bed blanket. I ordered 2 of my Shaper Mint shirts. They were on sale, and they were like 20% off. And that's not something that I'll ever, it doesn't have an expiration date, So I know I've been working on de-hoarding, but there's just some things I needed in my life. Hush it. So the blanket, I got 2 of the Shaper Mints. Oh, I've been seeing these leggings on TikToks. Well, they're black tights, but what they are is they're fleece lined. So the outside of them, it looks like you're wearing black pantyhose, And you can see like, hang on. I think Sammy's the one that got sick today. And I'm watching because he's over in that area where he got sick at. Hope he's getting sick now. I'll be right back. False alarm. He was acting like it. I think it was him that was sick today. Anyway, let's... so I got, like I said, the 2 Shapermint shirts, the bed blanket. I lost... As I've been in my de-hoarding and cutting up boxes, I had a box cutter. Y'all, I done lost my box cutter. I tell you, sometimes I'm a ding-dong. So Amazon had it for like $4 or $5. So I ordered one of those that came today. I ordered 2 of my foundations and 1 of my powders because there was a sale on that. I'm like, well, I use it anyway, so let's get it. What else did I get? That was for the bathroom. Let's see, I dropped something off. Oh, yeah, those tights. Oh, yeah, I ordered some stairs I've been wanting to try with my dogs. They're foldable stairs so they can get in and out of my SUV. So I think that'll be a good idea to try because as they age, that's a pretty high jump. That's the difference in my old van. It was just right there, it was so low to the ground they could easily get right in. But anyway, so I bought these stairs because they were on sale. And then I bought, you'll see it in my video where I'm cleaning my living room. I took down my big table, but instead I have this right now. But what I want is another one of these TV trays. Hang on. It's not a TV tray, it's a hospital tray. But it's really a good size, and I'd like to put it right there. And then, somebody comes over, they could eat on theirs or whatever. But I think that'll be a perfect size. I want need something a little bit bigger than this, but not that big old honking table that took up the whole space. So that's what's in this box down there. I got to put that together. And so that's down there. And then one other big thing I got was shelves. As I'm working on my cleaning, I do need a little bit more storage shelves. So I ordered those. I'm not going to put them together till I tackle the hoarder's room. So anyway, so that's what I got. I swear there was other stuff. It just seemed like so much. But anyway, that's what I know. Supper tonight. So this weekend, if you watched, I made those meatballs. So this is just using potatoes, sweet potatoes, and white potatoes. Hang on, let me give you a better view. Sweet potatoes and white potatoes, and hey ma'am, no ma'am, and chicken. But this weekend, I made my own marinara sauce, for my meatballs. But I thought, well, chicken and marinara sauce sounds good too. So I just put a little bit of that marinara sauce over this chicken. And a little bit of the Greek cheese. Let's taste that. I bite a potato. Good but hot. Try a little sweet potato. Needs a little more salt on the potatoes, but that's all right. And then my creamy roulette. This is either cookies and cream or birthday cake. I don't remember. Anyway, whatever it is, it's going to be good. Hang on, let me take a bite. I think it might be birthday cake and caramel. Great texture. What I did tonight was I ran it on the sorbet. Sherry Morgan. By the way, I've been spelling her name wrong. It's Sheri, 1 R. Sherry Morgan. She was telling me in the comments that the way I make it, I should use the sorbet, and that should cut through that watery texture. So I ran it twice or 3 times, and this is the ideal. Perfect texture. See, it's like a clump. That's my favorite texture. So Yep. I gotta have another bite. You're just gonna have to hold your horses. So that's my supper. That's all I got for you. I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna eat and then I'm gonna put together this table. I'll show it to you in another video. It looks just like the one that you're sitting on. So, all right. I love you guys. Bye.